Hi, everyone. This is Tommy Guy from Minuteman Command, and I am joined today with offensive line guru, Coach Nic Tardiff. Coach Nic Tardiff is owner of Offensive Line Development, and also the offensive line coach for Massachusetts High School Power Central High School. Nick, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be on. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you having me.
Listen, I'm just so excited to talk about the most important position in football, the offensive line. I think that, people joke about it a lot, but I think more and more at all levels, people are seeing how important it is for recruiting, and mostly how important it is for winning.
You're preaching to the choir there, Coach. It's one of the best rates, in football, and there's a lot of good ones, is coaching the offensive line, because I think you get to always hang around with an excellent group of dudes. I think offensive linemen are a unique breed. You're expected to be a bully and a protector all at once. And the best part about that is I think that once you're in the offensive line room, you truly do realize, like you just said, the gravity of the situation, how important the offensive line is. And more often than not, the games do go the way that the trenches go. And the cool part about offensive linemen is I think they're in on that. They understand the gravity of what they do. They care a lot. They work really hard. And it's also, if you're ever visiting a college campus and you want to find the most fun guys to hang out with, just go find the offensive line guys. They'll show you the best places to eat and the best places to have fun, right?
Definitely have had some good times with some offensive linemen. So, we're excited today to see, UMass just keeps reeling in guys and getting more and more commits, and just so impressed by their staff and what they're doing. And really excited about to talk about one of the recent commits, 2026 offensive lineman Garrett Cooper. Garrett 6'6", 280 out of Delaware. Before we watch some of his clips, Nick, can you tell us a little bit about what you like about Garrett and how you see him helping this UMass football team?
So, going beyond the measurables, I think a lot of things that you hear when you talk to college coaches at any level of football, and especially, at the college level, people say the word finish, and finishing is important. You want guys who finish blocks. You want guys who play through the echo of the whistle. And I think that bell to bell on Cooper's tape, you see that he is a finisher. And the proof will be in the pudding when we take a look at it. The kid has a great motor, as you can tell. He is not satisfied with just blocking people. He wants to bury them. And I think all those things are going to translate really, really well to his performance when he comes up to Amherst.
Awesome. Let's start watching film right now.
So first things first, I really like what I see. You got fullbacks, you got tight ends in the game, and he's just, the get off, the pad level, the finish. That's what you're looking for in a guy. He's playing scheme, but he's also, giving himself the personal challenge of burying his assignment. Feet are quick. You're talking about a guy who's playing with really, really good pad level at 6'6". He's nimble, at 280. He's got room to bulk up the right way once he gets on campus. This is some lead fire on his film, and I really, really like it. You can tell that his operation down at Delmar High School, the Wildcats in Delaware, you could tell they take pride in running the football, and I think that so does the young Mr. Cooper.
100%. Watching this film myself too, I was actually surprised after seeing a couple of clips that he is 6'6", because he's so low to the ground.
Yes.
And even just the dominance here on this play right here, to see someone his size and 6'6", 280. That's Power 5 football size for the offensive line.
100%. Even on this clip, like just the attention to detail that you see, a guy who probably has a gargantuan wingspan, like his wherewithal to keep his elbows tight, strike through the shoulder pads, right? Like you can't even see his elbows if you're running behind him, which is awesome. This guy's definitely, and props to his coaching staff in high school. This kid's definitely coached up, and he definitely has a great motor. You could tell he loves football from the way he plays on tape.
Yeah, let's go to clip 2.
So one thing I really liked about this play, Coach Guy, is that you can see how he's a little out leveraged to the point of attack. Defensive lineman looks like he's playing great football. He's attacking with just as good pad level. Now you got a kid who's definitely shorter than Garrett right on the defensive line here. You can tell, right? But the kid's got a great motor. The kid's firing off and striking his key. And just look at how Cooper's getting out and digging him out at the point of attack. This is a 6'6" guy, right? And again, and of course his head's going to beat the D lineman because the D lineman doesn't look like he stands much more than 5'9", 5'10". But watch as he digs him out, tight hands. I really love his second step in this clip too, how he's getting it into the ground and attacking, right? And then subsequently the third, fourth, fifth step, he's gaining ground with each little short, choppy step. He's understands, right? It's not about necessarily a slow duck run. He's got a based, rooted run, and he's just revving. He's just revving to the point of finishing. And I think like the best blockers you'll see, right? Your upper body's lifting and you're running your feet. Your upper body's lifting and you're running your feet. And Cooper shows it all day in this tape.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, effort, you just show your love for your teammates, and this type of guys, we want up at UMass. We want, playing up here in Massachusetts because, it's all about the team. And you could tell this kid, obviously, he starts his block and, his job could be done in his first couple of steps, but he's just trying to finish and punish his opponent every rep.
He's a mean dude. And I bet you he's the nicest guy in street clothes in the world. But I think when he steps over those white lines, you can tell he's got a nice, mean streak, reminiscent of a young Logan Mankins, perhaps, who made his way through Massachusetts years ago.
Love it. Let's go to clip 3.
This one I really like, right? So it's got great finish, right? This is a leverage clip. This is just showing me this dude understands his offensive system. He knows where the attack point of the play is. He knows what his running back's got to do. He understands all the complementary blocks that are taking place around him. But you look at him getting his eye-to-eye target with great footwork right out of the saddle, right? He's got a strong hand where the ball is that he uses to kind of torque. And sometimes kids at the high school level, right, when you tell them, strong hand where the ball is, rip a guy out of the gap, they'll do that instead of creating that dent, right, that everybody wants to see on the offensive line, right? But this dude's creating dent. He also has the strong hand where the ball is. He's also getting his eyes inside where they need to be to make sure that his bow doesn't get crossed. And then to have the wherewithal after all that heady play to still put a dude on the turf, this is a kid who understands leverage at a high level, which I think will pay in dividends in the offensive line room in Amherst.
I love it. Let's watch one more clip.
Ooh, so I like this one, right? Obviously, he wants to finish. He's running his feet. But what really shows in this is, right, these second-level blocks that have college coaches salivating all the time, right? Can you operate in space? Can you track a guy who's a skill player? This is a dude, right? He's 6'6", 280. We say again, right? He has infinitely recruitable size. He's jumping to the second level of his play and getting his head pretty like his hat is almost under the screws of a shorter, condensed linebacker, right? So he's flying out of the saddle. He's dipping right before contact. He's throwing tight hands, right? And he's running his feet. A bold prediction right now, when this guy puts the maroon on, I have a feeling he will get very, very few holding penalties because of the way that he conducts himself. He's got tight hands. He keeps his hips connected to you. He's relentlessly working with his feet. This guy is not the type of guy who holds, and because he does not have a drop of laziness in his game.
Well, man, that was awesome. I love your intensity, Coach Tardiff. Thanks for being on the show. I can tell you this. I'm excited for Garrett Cooper. I'm writing some notes down, and it's as simple as this. Big boy can move and finish. Dominating that first level, getting up to the second level. I love your breakdown of him. Thanks for being here, and looking forward to going over some more recruits with you soon.
Thank you too, Tommy. My doors are always open for you. Anytime you want to talk Hogs, you just let me know.
You got it.